What's up people, this is the group of Blaster and Ato. And y'all guys might be wondering what this video is about. In this video we're going to give you just an overview on the application that we did, and also we're going to present you these videos as the compilations of the works we've done. So to begin with, this all started when we were assigned to create a database system in which we're going to document the whole process with a video and also paper-based documentation. But changes have been applied since Mamiel and Sir Junal had collaborated on this project. So instead of just doing the database system, we have to create the database system of the application that we are also working with on Sir Junal's subject. Right there in the background is me coding, and we're going to give you an overview of the application that we did later on this video. So that would be all, and on the next part we're just going to show you the compilations of the works we've done on this project. So there's Ato again, there's me. I look all haggard. On this part we've decided that we're going to split the task we're going to do in this project. He'll work with the paper-based documentation while I work with the code. So right here, as you can see right there above, you can see Ato working on the paperworks while I started creating our databases. On this part of the video, I was demonstrating the features and how you're going to log in, create account, this and that to Ato, so that he can have an overview of the documentation. Right there, our application is entitled EduTrack. The features of this application is that you can mark the attendance, your attendance, view your grades, view your attendance also if you're a student, if that's the role that you selected. As for the teacher, if you're going to select the role for the teacher, you can enter grades for students and also view their attendance, but you cannot do such activities yet without the help of the admin, because it all starts with the admin. So the admin will look for an available teacher which he will assign to a course that later on would manage the students enrolled in that course, and the admin will also have to enroll the student to a course that is assigned by a teacher. So that's the full feature of the EduTrack that we have created. I'm going to give you a demonstration on the laptop screen later on this part, later on in this video. So let's begin with the app demonstration. Right here we have this create table executions, which creates a users table, courses, teacher assignments, enrollments, grades, attendance, and that will be a total of 6 tables that we're going to create on the MySQL. But in order for us to run this application, we're gonna have a host server, which is right here. I'm using, where is it again? I'm sorry, right here. I am using Laragon to host my SQL servers. So if you guys are going to create applications that includes database schemas, databases, you guys can install SAMP. There's also WAMP right there, but I stick with Laragon for now. So right here, if we're going to run this application, it will present us with the get started screen. So like any other applications, you cannot log in into their system without creating an account. So let's say let's create an account for a student. Let's put his first name here, Juan Damoso, and his name must be unique. So let's say Juan lang. And as for the email, let's just say one@sample.com. And for the password, let's say pass123. There we go. It will create it will show a success alert after creating an account if you have created an account successfully. Let's say if you had some inputs right there, or some missing inputs that requires that is initialized in our databases as not null, it will show an alert. Right here, let's input the username that we have saved earlier, which is one lang, and the student's password is 123. There we go. As you can see on this dashboard, it says welcome Juan Damoso. It doesn't have any courses and attendance percent yet, since the student is not enrolled to any courses for now. So if we're going to mark an attendance, it cannot mark any attendance. It's like we said earlier, the student is not yet enrolled to any courses. This applies with the grades logic also. So let's go back to our dashboard, and here you can see the user's details on my profile. Under my profile button, it will present us the credentials of the user, which is Juan Damoso, the student. So right here, let's try to create an account for a teacher. Right here, let's say new teacher, the username, say new lang, and then new example.com, and the password is teachpass. Account created successfully. That goes by again. Let's log into that account. New lang. There we go. And the password for the teacher, teach pass. There we go. It presents us on this dashboard that also welcomes the user that have logged in. On this part, you can see it says my courses. It says 0, or the total of 0 students, because there is no students enrolled to any courses yet, or there is no students that has been assigned, or let's say has been enrolled to the course that the teacher is assigned to. So let's say we're going to enter a grade here. You cannot do that since there's no course yet. And same with the monitor attendance of the students. On the my profile button, it will present us off the screen the user's credentials, which also does work all the time. So the magic comes with the here's where the magic comes with the admin. So the admin have already a default username. You cannot input it there for privacy and security purposes. So right here, let's say we're going to log into the admin dashboard. It says here total of 5 users, since we have created some accounts earlier for the testing and demonstrating of this application. There's already 3 students here, but let's try to add a course. Here's a course, the course that I created earlier. So let's add a new course. IT 105. Course name Information Management. Let's say basis. Here this. There, it gives us an alert success again, which is course added successfully. Now let's go back and let's assign a teacher. So let's say the new teacher that we have created earlier, and let's select which course we want to add. We want to assign a teacher to. So let's say we want to assign a teacher in the course IT 105. And the school semester, let's say school year 2025 to 2026. Right there we have it. The teacher has been assigned to a course successfully. Now we're going to enroll the student that we created earlier, which is Juan Damoso, with the course IT 105 Information Management, with the same school year 2025 to 2026. Now we're going to enroll the student, and says success, student enrolled in course successfully. So if we're going to go back and log in again to Juan Damoso, oh no, I think the username is Juan lang, sorry. There we go, login. So since the student is already enrolled to a course, we can mark his attendance. So right here we have a course Information Management. We can mark ourselves present, so it presents us with this screen. In this part you can select whether the status, your attendance status, whether you are present, late, or excused. So there's a reason here that you can for reasons for late or excused student. So if you are late or excused, you can put a note here, your reason why you are late or why you must be excused. So let's say we're going to mark the attendance of our student 1 present today. There we go, attendance mark as present for Information Management. So if we're going to go, we're gonna check our attendance. You can see here we have been marked present for today's date. And if we're going to view our grades, there is no grades yet since our teacher will work on that one. So if we're going to log into our teachers, so if the teacher will log in, let's say new teacher, teach pass. Oh no, wait, we're gonna have to wait there. Oh, it's not new teacher. Let's go back. It's new lang. Sorry. There we go. So with the student enrolled to our course, with the student enrolled to this course, the teacher can now monitor the attendance of the student of this course. We're going to check the attendance of Juan Damoso. You can see here he is present. There's also an option here in which you can also mark your present, absent, late, or excuse for today's attendance for the day today. Say if the student cannot access the application and the teacher can, he can mark the attendance of the student manually. So let's go back, and here let's say we're going to give Juan Damoso a grade. So let's say here midterm project, the name of the project, and then this is the max grade that the student can have. Let's say the overall score, and then the student had 90. We're going to save that. There it says grade saved successfully. So right here we can see he had given Juan Damoso a grade of 90, the score of 90 over 100, which gives him 90% grade. So if we're going to move on, let's move with the database. So right here we have a total of 6 databases. So if we're going to start with the users, you can see here the credentials, the full name, the ID, the username, the email of the password and role of the students and teachers, admins that is inside the users table. So right here, the logic here is that when a student or teacher creates an account, it will be automatically saved in the users table. But as for the admin, it is a default account that has been set using insert into statements. So on the query 2, we have teacher assignments. So if we're going to run that, like we did earlier, we assigned our new teacher with the teacher ID. We use LS for this one, I think. With the teacher ID of 8, we assigned our new teacher to the course code of, let's go to the courses. Of course code number 3. We have it right here, IT 105. Oh, it says 3. It says 3 because there was a course that we've also created earlier, but we had to delete that one. So going back, here on the teacher assignments, we had assigned teacher to a course with the school year 2025 to 2026, which is the information management. So right here, the logic here in the grades table is that the teacher giving a grade to a student earlier. So each student will have an enrollment ID, which works with the admin. So let's say right here, we have Juan Damoso, who has been assigned with an enrollment, with the enrollment ID of 4. This is the current ID of Juan Damoso in the users table, which is 7. So the enrollment logic is that the admin will enroll the student with the ID of 7 on the users table to a certain course on the school year 2025 to 26, which is what we've shown earlier in the video, earlier on this part of the video. And right here we have the courses table, in which we had also created earlier in the admin dashboard. And lastly, the attendance. So let's refresh that one right here. This is the attendance we have marked earlier for our new student earlier that we have created, which is Juan Damoso, with the enrollment ID of 4. So that would be all for this video, guys. Thank you.